24 hours to find a cosigner, or we don't get the place. Three bedroom, 2 bathroom approved. But yeah, who would cosign for you? I know, Brooke. That's a good question. I mean, hey, I hope we find someone. Yeah, I'm trying to get my family out of here. I don't care what I got to do. I'll get a second part-time job. I don't care. I don't care right now. The PS5 will be retired. I barely play as it is, so I don't really care. A second job, part-time, whatever. I have my full-time night job. I do my gig work. I'll sell the PS5. It'll just go to the kids. I'll set up in the kids' room. I got no problem setting it up in the kids' room to get my family out of here. The PS5 will be gone. Oh, we got kids' dressers. They're all in the storage.
Let's unpack the absolute roller coaster that is the resilient Jenkins right now, because oh my god, the last 72 hours have been a whole entire movie and I'm stressed. So picture this: 7 people, 5 of them kids, still stuffed into one single motel room like it's a clown car. Almost a full year at this point. 1 bed, 1 bathroom, dressers supposedly in storage, clothes allegedly too small, everyone sleeping on top of each other, lives going non-stop. You get it. We've been here before. But suddenly, boom, Drew hops on live looking like he hasn't slept since 2022 and drops the bomb. They got conditionally approved for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Garage, backyard, gated front yard, the whole little dream. And for one shining second you're like, wait, is this it? Are the kids finally getting out of the motel? And then he says the words that make your soul leave your body. Huh. We just need a cosigner in the next 24 hours.
Stephanie from the Resilient Jenkins is out here e-begging for a co-signer. Stephanie posted earlier today, it comes down to us needing a co-signer. We have nobody in our corner like that. Drew insists that if I get up on live, we might find somebody. I don't trust nobody like that. I really want to have faith that there's somebody out there who would like to help our family out, but honestly, I'm just putting this out there because I've strained all of my options. We'll attempt to do a live as soon as I get my baby settled and just try and talk with y'all and see what our community has to offer for answers. And I would appreciate it if just for once y'all could be sensitive. This is incredibly difficult to go through. Stephanie, the reason you don't have anyone in your corner from your family to co-sign for you is because you got your mom to co-sign for you for the divorce that you never finished. By the way, she is still legally married to a PDF file and she refuses to go through with the divorce. Check out the details here to learn about it. But yeah, you refuse to go through with the divorce and now you refuse to pay for all the attorney fees. And since your mom co-signed on it, your mom is now left with $14,000 in debt over your divorce. I'm sorry, but why the fuck anybody trust you with big financial decisions like this? It makes no sense for anybody to want to co-sign for you.
I'm sorry, come again? A co-signer, not a little help with the deposit, not a GoFundMe for moving trucks. A whole human being with good credit who's willing to bet their entire financial future that y'all will pay $2,495 a month on time every month. And instead of quietly asking family or, I don't know, getting a second job months ago so you wouldn't need a cosigner, Stephanie's move is to make this long, teary, public Facebook post. I saw the screenshots before she nuked it, basically saying, "We have nobody in our corner. I don't even trust people like this. But if someone out there believes in us." Girl, the audacity, the unhinged confidence. I had to pause and stare at a wall for 5 minutes. And then, because of course she deletes the post the second people start asking perfectly reasonable questions like, "Hey, didn't you already burn your mom for $14,000 in lawyer fees you never paid back?" Allegedly, by the way, allegedly.
No, we won't get much for this PS5. We might get like maybe 200. No, we have the storage still. So how will the room situation work? Well, we have a plan for that, but we don't. Yeah, I don't. That would be like discussed in a video and when we get it, I guess. Yeah, of course, boys, girls rooms. 3 bedrooms, Veronica. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. You got extremely lucky. Yeah, I'm not worried about. Yes, we got approved. I'm not worried about if y'all know where we live. Y'all know where we live. We live anyway, and it'll be actually great if I mean we can. Guess what? House tour. Furniture. We'll work on furniture. I mean, there's was it Furniture Depot or whatever it is too.
But yeah, rumor has it Mom co-signed so Stephanie could divorce the ex, the one with those charges we don't even say out loud. And then Stephanie just never finished the divorce and never paid the lawyer. So now Mom's credit is cooked and obviously not jumping to co-sign again. Shocker. But sure, TikTok follower number 684 is gonna volunteer to have their wages garnished when y'all inevitably miss rent. Totally. So now Drew is the one left holding the emotional baggage on live, looking like a kicked puppy, trying to convince the internet that this is all gonna work out.
So the most recent lives from Stephanie Thompson from the Resilient Jenkins, who calls herself a Jenkins, but she's not a Jenkins. Her boyfriend is a Jenkins, and possibly her children and his son, but she's not a Jenkins. I know it's very confusing. Please stay with me. But if you guys don't know who this is the family of 7 that lived in a 1-bedroom apartment. They went viral on TikTok and they got evicted from their apartment for non-payment of rent and pretty much now live in a motel room. Yeah, they've almost lived there for a year now. More recently, it's concerning that the way Stephanie looks. Now, Drew just looks tired. And a lot of people can say maybe she is just tired too. She's a mom. Most of her kids go to school. She has time to relax a little bit when her kids are sleepy. Like, you're a mom. You chose to have those kids. Deal with it. Anyways.
He's throwing out every sacrifice he can think of. I'll sell the PlayStation. I barely play it anyway. I'll put it in the kids' room. I'll pick up a second job. Third job. I'll do gig work. I'll sleep in the garage. I'll eat air, whatever it takes. And you can hear the desperation in his voice, like he's bargaining with the universe in real time. He's talking about how rent is jumping from whatever the motel costs to almost $2,500, and he's doing the mental math out loud. We made it 32 days without food stamps once. We'll be fine. Sir, that's not the flex you think it is. He even starts Googling cosigner companies on camera because at this point, he's willing to pay some random LLC to pretend to be their rich uncle.
That's neither the point, but Drew does look tired. I mean, dude works a nighttime job, and he most likely is a very tired dude. Like, I mean, I can imagine all the kids are also tired because you don't sleep very well in a studio-like motel room with 7 people living in it. I'm sorry, but you don't. But it's concerning because I know a lot of people speculate rug use with the Resilient Jenkins, and especially Stephanie and Drew, because there is past rug use in their history. But more recently, Stephanie's face just shows it. Like, even if that is just Mary Jane, even if that is just gardening, that's an unhealthy level because she's using that to cope with the situation that she's currently in and still not taking accountability for being a parent for her children. Again, this is abuse because every day these children not only do not have a roof over their head, that they have their own space, they also are subjected to the rug use of any kind. They don't sleep at night, obviously, like I said. They barely get clothes that fit them. And you can't tell me, and I've said this before, you can't tell me that she has individual time with each and every one of those children and enjoys it because, again, she's tired. And she's on rugs and she's depending on them, quite obviously. So when everybody tells me like, oh, stay out of their business, well, she puts this all online. I want to remind you guys of that. She puts all of this online and expects nobody to have an opinion about her neglecting her children that she brought into this world. It goes for Drew too, because he's doing the same shit. I really hope they get a place where those kids can have their own space, but it doesn't look very bright for the future right now if she's refusing to work, because in this economy, you need 2 incomes, especially for that size of household.
The fact he didn't even know those existed until 5 minutes ago tells you everything about how planned this move was. 0 out of 10, no notes. Meanwhile, Stephanie is... where exactly? Off camera, of course. Curating the narrative, deleting posts, staying just mysterious enough to keep the sympathy flowing without actually having to answer any hard questions. Classic move. She starts the fire, lets Drew put it out in front of thousands of people, then swoops in later with the "haters are so mean to a struggling mom" sob story. It's a whole system at this point. And can we talk about how everyone's looking lately? I'm not trying to be shady, but Stephanie's face on these recent lives. Girl, it's giving more than just mom of 5 needs a nap. Viewers have been whispering about possible substance stuff for months. Allegedly. I'm just repeating what the comments are saying. And between the way she's moving, the way she's talking, the constant disappearing acts, people are connecting dots. And look, if it's just weed, fine, whatever, adults can make choices. But when you're using anything as your main coping mechanism instead of, I don't know, getting the kids out of that motel room with actual stable income, that's when it stops being mind your business and starts being those kids deserve better.
Zay and Jenkins were looking for a cosigner because unfortunately they weren't able to get a place by themselves. You come onto the internet asking people if they're able to cosign. Baby, people don't know you. Cosigning is basically as if you took out the loan or the property yourselves. There are so many people that have victim statements that say, oh, I don't know why this is being taken out. Oh, I don't know why I'm responsible for this payment. Why is my account being garnished? What's going on? Because you cosigned for somebody and they failed to make their payment. They failed for whatever responsibility you thought that they were going to be able to take care of, baby. They defaulted and they went right on to you. You putting that social security number down on whatever loan or application, baby, that is able to easily be searched and that attaches you to any kind of form of financial institution. Maybe that social security number is attached to everything, and that's how they're going to find out how they're going to get their money back. Whether it is Cash App, whether it is you have a Venmo, a PayPal, you have an actual bank account. Baby, all they're going to do is put in the order to say, we need our money, and it goes ding, 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 doing it on the way if they don't put in a garnishment for your employer first. Baby, I know the Rizzy and Jenkins don't think that strangers are going to sit here and cosign for them. Like, come on now. Because I won't cosign for nobody. I don't care if you're my mama, my daughter, my kid, my husband. No, baby, you take care of that responsibility yourself.
Because let's not forget the actual victims here. These poor babies have zero privacy, zero personal space, clothes that allegedly don't even fit anymore, and every single meltdown, every argument, every "we might be homeless again" conversation is live streamed for strangers to dissect. And every time someone points out that maybe this isn't the healthiest environment, the comment section turns into a war zone of, you don't know their life. Bestie, they showed us their life. In 4K, with ring lights. And Drew, I do feel for him sometimes because you can tell he's exhausted and actually wants better. He's out here working nights at Safeway, doing gig stuff on the side, trying to be the provider. But babe, you're also the one who keeps defending every single chaotic choice. At some point, you have to look around and be like, maybe we stop turning chaos into content and just fix the chaos.
Hey, here's that letter that Stephanie wrote to the judge for her level 3 SO. Husband, when she was pregnant with Addie, she immediately wrote a letter to the judge begging the judge to let Jeremiah, the level 3 SO, be in her baby's life that was still in her womb. She didn't even have the baby yet, and she ran to the judge. Oh, I need him to be in this baby's life. This was filed in 2015. He went on to reoffend. Yeah, like 3 years later. Stephanie. I can't wait till the other half of this letter comes. The thing is, when it comes to public information, when you lie about things repeatedly, I didn't know about his status. Bull. You told the judge he told you on your first date. Who meets a dude and on the first date he says, I'm a registered SO, and you're like, yeah. Who does? Well, you do that. That's who does that. You're a vibe.
Because the pattern is so obvious at this point, it hurts. Step 1. Big emotional announcement that tugs heartstrings. Step 2. Public begging disguised as just keeping it real. Step 3. When people ask logical follow-up questions, delete everything and cry bully. Step 4. Let Drew mop up the mess on live. Step 5. Repeat in 4 to 6 weeks with a new crisis. We've seen the Christmas wish list arc, the "we almost got a place but they denied us" arc, the storage unit full of mysterious furniture arc. Like, girl, the greatest hits album is getting old. And the furniture thing kills me every time. They swear up and down the kids' dressers are just chillin' in storage, ready to go the second they get a place. But we've never seen proof. Not one photo. Not one receipt.
The Rizzy and Jenkins are asking their followers to cosign. If y'all remember the other day, Stephanie made a status update where she said that they had applied for an apartment. She said that, they weren't going to get their hopes up, leave it in God's hands, all that stuff, whatever it may have been. Well, today she posted this status update over on the Book of Faces. It's since been deleted because she said people are so harsh in the comments. But it says it comes down to us needing a cosigner, and we have nobody in our corner like that. Drew insists if I get up on live, we might find somebody. I don't trust nobody like that. I really want to have faith that somebody who would like to help our family out like that. But honestly, I'm putting this out there because I've strained all my options. I will attempt to do a live as soon as I get my baby settled and just try to talk with y'all and see what our community has for answers. And I would appreciate it if just for once y'all could be sensitive. This is incredibly difficult to go through. Apparently the audience wasn't sensitive because Stephanie took the post down. I did see one of the comments that she made that says, is there a co-signing company out there or something like that? But y'all, what do you think? Would you co-sign for the Resilient Jenkins? And why isn't she calling her mother? Why aren't they calling Drew's mother, Drew's sister? We know why. But this is the point where they need family. They need help. And they should be asking family for it. Y'all, I love y'all, and I'll see you in my comments.
And every time they move motels or lose another apartment, suddenly half the stuff disappears from the story. At this point, I'm convinced the dressers are besties with Bigfoot. Everyone swears they exist, but nobody's got the footage. I can't imagine being one of those kids right now. Waking up every day not knowing if today's the day mommy finds a random stranger to save them, or if it's another "we almost had it" speech. That's not stability. That's trauma with Wi-Fi. And the worst part, this house probably isn't even happening. Because even if some poor soul does co-sign, and girl, if you're watching this and thinking about it, run. What happens the first month rent is late? Who do you think gets the collections calls? Who do you think has their credit tanked for 7 years? Exactly. This family has a public track record longer than a CVS receipt of not paying bills. I'm not trying to be cruel, I'm trying to be realistic. Anyway, I need to go touch grass after this because the secondhand stress is real. Those kids deserve actual beds, actual routines, actual childhoods that aren't content farms. I hope whatever higher power is listening finally gives them that. But until the adults decide TikTok sympathy isn't a mortgage payment, we're probably right back here in January with the "New Year, still in the motel, please help" arc.
I wish we could pay a few months ahead. Oh, we could afford it. We're paying probably like $600 more here than we're paying there, at least. Guaranteers, call guaranteers. Tell Dr. Nick to hop on. I don't know where Dr. Nick is, and I don't know who he or she is. What is this? The Guarantors is a legit co-signing company. Yes, all the kids are in school. Me and my family really did get along, so I don't really talk to people I don't get along with. Yeah, we're looking online at co-signing companies, see if there's anything we can find. I never tried to steal my dad's ring. I didn't know what my dad's ring was. I never tried to steal anything of my dad's. Cosign, is it insurance? Yes, I saw insurance elite. No, people say a lot of things. That's the thing. I wasn't around my dad. I moved out at 18. My sister said things. My dad called me because of certain things, but I'm not gonna jump down that road. This is not what this live is about. This is seeing if anybody can help us, if that's a thing. If not, I'm just here to chat. I'm really not doing anything right now. It's my night off, so I'm kind of just chilling here and cleaning. Until I go get the kids.
I'm sorry. I had to pause the video and walk around my apartment because my brain literally blue screened. 9 months of telling everyone who is concerned to basically shut up and mind their business. 9 months of acting like the motel was a vibe. 9 months of I only applied to 3 places total because landlords are mean and credit is hard. And now all of a sudden she's Miss Proactive, Miss God's got a better door, Miss Maybe this is our season. Girl, where was this energy in February? And don't even get me started on the caption. Sending up prayers, but I know God's got us. Oh, okay, so now we're leaning all the way into the spiritual girl era. Now we're quoting scripture and talking about closed doors and redirection. The same girl who spent most of 2025 normalizing bed bugs and trash on the floor is suddenly giving testimony time at the altar. The switch up is sending me into orbit. Because here's the thing. This didn't feel like a genuine update from a tired mom who's finally seeing some hope. This felt produced. This felt like the soft launch of a brand new storyline. Like someone sat there and thought, okay, the We Love Motel Life arc is getting stale, the views are dipping, Christmas is coming, custody court is breathing down our necks. Time to pivot to the redemption season.
Especially people being like, well, you married a blah, 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 blah. That's wonderful that your parents taught you how to know who you're dating and like what you're getting yourself into before the age of 18.
Your mother may have not told you, but Jeremiah's mother did. Deborah Thompson McIntosh warned you of everything prior to you marrying or having children with Jeremiah. You remember the other day I mentioned how heinous Jeremiah's crimes were. They were so heinous that the state of Washington had to rewrite laws on how they notify people that are around an SO. You see, Jeremy went to Prairie High School, as it's mentioned up here in this thing, and as a 19-year-old student, he was already an SO.
And I'm not even being shady, it's just the timing is too perfect to be organic. Think about it. Desiree, the other mom in this whole blended family custody mess, literally just moved into a 3-bedroom spot and is getting ready for Deshawn to come live with her full-time starting February. She's out here posting about new furniture and school districts and stability. And suddenly Stephanie's like, oh word, we applied for a house too, keep us in prayer. Like, the competition is competing and Stephanie saw the group chat. Because girl, let's be so honest, nothing lights a fire under your ass like knowing the judge might actually look at living conditions when custody gets decided. Nothing makes you open that rental application portal like realizing the holidays are around the corner and people love a good single mom finally gets her miracle apartment for Christmas storyline. And nothing makes you dust off the prayer hands emoji like knowing the TikTok money has officially started drying up and you need a fresh wave of sympathy to keep the Cash App notifications popping.
Well, although the teachers and counselors knew, they weren't allowed to tell the parents. And what happened? Jeremy reoffended with a student, and it almost got the school in big trouble. Stephanie, you were clearly notified. She says right here in this declaration that she told you how detrimental it could be. And she told you all the heinous things that Jeremiah had done. And what did you do? You said you were not concerned and you did not care. Stephanie, you've got to break the cycle. You say right here in your message to the side piece that you wish you had chosen better for your daughters. You thought that Drew would be the dad your kids need. Stephanie, it's obvious that maybe you don't make a good decision in choosing men, but you do have the decision and the choice to better yourself and your children's life, your girl's life, Atlas's life, and Manova's life. You have 3 little girls that look up to you. Is this the kind of life that you want them to grow up into? And is this the kind of man that you want them to choose in their future? Girl, you've got to break the cycle.
And then she takes it a step further and posts that laundromat video. Y'all know the one. The one where the washers look like they haven't been cleaned since the Obama administration. Trash all over the floor, something in the corner that I'm pretty sure was moving, and the caption is, "Can't wait to put laundry days like this behind us." Oh, now you're tired of public washers. Now the filth bothers you. The same girl who's been showing us motel sinks full of dirty dishes and kids stepping over piles of clothes for 9 months is suddenly clutching her pearls at a nasty laundromat. Make it make sense.
Why so secretive? Talk to my dad. My dad has passed away. Yeah, well, I mean, is it Ari? A-U-R-I? I don't really have family to ask, so I mean, what other choice do I have? If I don't have family, if I don't have family and friends, then I kind of have to ask anybody, I've had friends in the past. I feel like a lot of people just I don't understand people, or people don't understand me, so it's just, and I'm not very talkative, so like I'm not ever reaching out like that, like people do. Like I feel like people with friends are constantly reaching out to each other, and I never really reach out to people like that. How do you know you'll actually pay rent? Well, because I made sure we kept the place here. I mean, I know this is it's a crummy situation, but I really didn't have any bridges to burn. I I don't talk to my mother or my sister really. That's pretty much the only people I don't really talk to. I never really had anybody like that in my life or friends. So you let yourself lose the last one. The last one of what? I don't know what that means. The kids want a home. That's what they want. I mean, they do want presents, of course. How much would rent be? I think it's like $24.95. It's $24.95, right? Something like that. Oh, for anybody new, yes, we got, I guess, conditionally approved for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and we're trying. Our only condition is we have to have a cosigner, unless they can reevaluate our income because I guess something forgot to get calculated or sent in or whatever. Throw a house warming party.
Sorry.
Oh, the rent is $24.95. I already said that how much the rent was. The only thing we do is gardening. I'm not sure if you're. I'm not sure what you're getting any points from. I don't understand. And sorry for having a stuttering moment. You're blowing my mind because everybody knows that I have a sobriety date. So I'm Oh yeah, we'll probably be. I mean, I have no doubt if we don't find a cosigner, if I don't have any like family or friends that I know, we'll probably be stuck here till we get approved for another place. Sorry, apologize to the family for what? I didn't do anything. Is the thing. That's the thing is I never did anything to my mom. Me and her just never agreed on how she liked to handle things. So I just stopped talking to her, and she wouldn't change that aspect. So what am I supposed to do if she's not? And then my sister, I'm honestly not sure either. So
We wouldn't be on live asking people about it if we had family like that.
yeah, I haven't talked to my mother for, I don't know, 12, 13 years.
That video wasn't about the laundromat. That video was a trailer. That was her way of planting the seed. We're moving soon, y'all. Just watch. She needed us to see the struggle one more time, so when the miracle house supposedly comes through, we all cry and hit that Cash App. It's storytelling 101. And the subscriber-only rant she dropped right after. Oh my God. Suddenly she's in there crying about how she never wanted to be the motel mom, how she's hated this the whole time, how she's been trying so hard and nobody sees it. Ma'am, you have spent almost a year telling anyone who suggested this wasn't okay that we were classist, dramatic, jealous, negative, whatever word of the day you felt like using. You bragged about making more money than people with real jobs. You said the kids were happy. You said space didn't matter. You said you weren't rushing because you wanted to do it right.
Drew, start blocking people. Why do people come here to? Because some people miss they don't have anything else to do. And I do a lot of studying. Some people don't. Some people don't have anything better to do. Some people actually just drive around just to drive around. Some people go to the grocery store. Some people actually go to the grocery store to look around, put stuff in their cart, and then leave. They don't buy anything. Some people just have that time on their hands. They'll be driving around. I know I've seen your car 80 times. You guys, you're just driving in circles. Literally not 80 times. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Looking for cosigners on Facebook, y'all. Oh, I don't know. I don't have Facebook. Oh, it has. They messed up on some income verification, and we sent it back in, bro. We haven't heard from them. But we got the letter for trying to find a cosigner in 24 hours. So we're just doing both. Do I work? Yes, I work. I'll have the ability to work more because I'll get undisturbed sleep. How are things? Well, we got semi-approved for a place. We're just trying to find a cosigner. And yeah, it's a weird thing I'm on here for cosigner, but I mean, according to everybody else, I burnt bridges, but I don't talk to my family like that because of circumstances. We need space for everybody, and if I need to upgrade jobs, I'll upgrade jobs. We'll make sure we keep the place. It doesn't matter. I called my old HVAC boss to see what he was up to. And, I mean, of course, Ringo, like, we've been paying like $600, $700 more here than we would be paying over there. So that's just extra money to make sure that we could put into the place. Is utilities? No, we'll have to pay for our own water and sewage and all that kind of stuff. Internet, whatever, electricity. Well, like I said, the extra money that we're paying here, the difference we'll be paying for all those utilities or whatever. I've worked almost already 40 hours this week. I worked overtime this week because we had a giant walk. I worked Saturday night. I'm off. This was my Friday. Today was my only day off this week. Usually I have off Friday and Sunday, but like I said, we had a walk, so I worked the extra day. And today's my only day off. But I will, after I get the kids. I do have evening shifts and all that kind of stuff. All the stuff that you guys are talking about, I don't know what. He acting like he doing something. I don't know what you're talking about. All the stuff that you guys are saying, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Can you pay 6 months up front instead of... Oh, I wish. No, this is not your guys' live, you guys. That's the thing. That's not what we're here for. We're trying to get approved. Basura. Stephanie's over there. It's conditionally approved.
So which is it? Were you secretly miserable and fighting behind the scenes this whole time? Or were you just performing struggle when it became convenient? You can't have both. And the craziest part is some people are actually falling for it. The comments are full of, I'm praying for y'all, and God's about to do it, and don't let the haters stop your blessing. Like, babe, the haters didn't keep you in that motel for 9 months. Your choices did. The haters didn't make you only apply to 3 places total. Your pride did. The haters didn't make you turn down job offers and help and resources. You did that all on your own. I'm not saying people can't change. I'm not saying miracles don't happen. I'm just saying when someone has a documented pattern of using chaos for content and sympathy, you have to raise an eyebrow when they suddenly flip the script right when the pressure's at its highest.
Steph actually says she'll go back to work part-time, just because she's still breastfeeding, so it's still kind of difficult. Oh, no, I'm not trying to block people. I don't worry about it. Excuse me.
Go back to work instead of putting the additional strain on you, but it's not a conversation.
Lactation breaks. No, she said she'll go back to work if that's what needs to happen. Excuse me. DQ nipples. At this point, I think Drew knows. What do I know? I still have to know. What do I know? Salem. I thought, isn't Salem more expensive than Portland? I don't know.
Salem's quite a drive from here.
Yeah, and Salem's a drive from work too. That'd be like an hour just to get to work, I think. No, she did. And she said she'll go back to work. Excuse me. I don't know what letter, and also this live is not about the letter or a letter or whatever you guys are talking about. I don't know about Safeway, but other stores will let. Oh, I'm not worried about that. I don't. Yeah.
Your handler standing over here.
What do I do for work? Ow, son of a bitch. I'm the night lead at Safeway. Night lead, whatever. Oh yeah, we had a really. So yeah, that's why I haven't posted in a while. Also, I've been really busy working. We've been working some overtime to get the store up to standards. We had a walkthrough like last week. It went really well, really really well. And they had like the vice president of the whole company come down for I don't remember where. So we had a second additional walkthrough. So we did a whole bunch of extra stuff to make it look extra good. And I don't know what it means, but they said it was the best looking Safeway they've ever seen. I don't know what that means for us, but that's whatever. But yeah, that's what I've been kind of pushing that for a bit. So that's also
sleeping in my own fucking home, bro. This is my man.
Am I scratching my head? Yeah, I guess so. I'm kind of just massaging my head. I don't know, doing my thing. Anyway, that's what I kind of been doing. Oh my god, y'all. It's so crazy. Anywho, Yep. Yeah. I was trying to get. I don't care. Jenna Luke 4. I'm trying to get my family out of here. I don't care. My family be out of here. I do not care. I'll get another job. I do not care as long as they're out of here. Why can't we move states? Custody. You're under the impression I'm an offender. Why would I be an offender? Why don't I defend my lady? Defend my lady about what? I don't understand why you guys say that. So, no, Heather, I don't drink. Why would I drink? Weaponized incompetence at its finest. Again, all this extra stuff that you guys try to toss into. And Fable 2 was a great game. Fable 2 was super good.
Because if this application is real, amazing. I will be the first one cheering if those kids finally get bedrooms and dressers and space to breathe. I'm not heartless. I've said it a million times. The kids deserve peace, period. But if this is just another fake out to buy time, reset the narrative, and set up the holiday grift, then we're all being played like a fiddle, and those babies are still sleeping on top of each other while the adults play 4D chess with public perception. Either way, something shifted. The energy is different. The posts are different. The tone is different. And whether it's genuine growth or the most calculated storyline pivot we've ever seen, only time's gonna tell.
I just called that place again.
What? Talking about game? Oh shit! I need to go back. Fable 3 was good too. What?
I just called again.
Okay. Would you agree to an interview? What do I need an interview for? Why do I need a co-signer? It says insignificant income or whatever, but they didn't verify the part that I guess we didn't actually didn't get sent in or whatever the case was. I think I'll do my live like this. How's this look? Is this good? I like this. Is this good? It's dark for me. I can't really see it. Is this good? Oh, let me go down. Do you like that? I was gonna start the live like this too. I was like playing with it. I was like, let me start the live like this. Let's see what they think. They're gonna think I'm an idiot anyway. So no, I'm just kidding. You know what's funny? A lot of people think I'm an idiot. I had someone said, what was that? It was a floor lady. I got hopped over some wax that they were doing. Said, sometimes I hate you. That's a lot of people do. It's okay. A lot of people hate me. It's okay. I still keep doing what I need to do. Post your financials so co-signers know how you can pay rent. Post it? I mean, I don't have anything to freaking hide, so like post how much I make. Why you on a YouTube live? Is this YouTube? And you guys say I'm filtering comments. Either I'm not going to respond to it, don't feel like it, or don't know anything about it. Am I doing this to lose? First of all, I don't go by that name, but I'm doing this for my family to get out of here. I'm tired of being here. I'm trying to get my family out of here. Don't care. What's that doing to get y'all out of there? Don't be seasoning on chicken. Like, come on, man. Well, they have to go through a verification. So, like, the co-signer has to go through a verification. So how would I know? Like I said, I don't really know how to answer some of the questions. Yeah, because here's the thing: you guys want me to talk about what you guys want to talk about. It's not you guys can go make a live about whatever. That's not what my live is about. It is, if you guys look at the top, it says Drew up there. Yes, I'm sure it does, or on your screen somewhere. So that means I kind of get to pick the focus points of conversation. You know what I mean? So like this one, I'll put it out. I'll announce it. A_59 block by. I don't do that often, but there you go.
So yeah, that's the tea, and it's scalding. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments, or tell me I'm right. I can take it. Where are you watching from? What time is it there? Do you think the house is actually happening, or are we getting played again? Spill everything. I'm literally refreshing. And if this made you yell at your phone like I've been yelling at mine, please hit that like button so YouTube knows to push this to more people who need to hear it. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Probably tomorrow, because this family never sleeps, and apparently neither do I. Mwah!